You know, I've been meaning to talk about Caligula effect Overdose for the past couple of days now, but I've just been busy and I've been away, and anytime I try to capture game footage for this game, I end up playing it for about 2 or 3 hours, using up all the free time I have for that day. Sorry guys, adult life is tough with a 9-to-5 job. I don't do this full time, unless I start a Patreon, but then again, would you guys even support me if I had one? Show me some love? Anyway, let's talk about Persona Effect Overdose. I mean Caligula effect Overdose. This game had my curiosity for some time. Ever since I saw it on the Vita, I was intrigued, but not enough to actually pull the trigger and buy the game. So I pretty much ignored the game until it was announced that it was getting a remake. And then I saw the remake in all its glory and was like, Caligula effect, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. So I'll just start off simple and say yes, I like this game. Honestly, I'm enjoying my time with it thus far. But by far the best thing about this game is the combat. Let me give you a quick, brief rundown on what this game has to offer and what I think of it. I would describe this as an active turn-based tactical battle system. You can make up to 3 actions during a character's turn, allowing you to attack, heal, use a buff, or move around on the battlefield to avoid an enemy's incoming attack. You even have a shield you can use to guard against certain attacks. Most of your actions are governed by SP that you can recover using action during a character's turn. Attacks have certain properties like launching an enemy into the air and being able to knock down your opposition, leaving them a sitting duck so you can wail on them. After you input your character's 3 actions for the turn, you can see the result of your actions. By far the most standout point in this battle system is the imaginary chain. It's my belief that this is where the tactical part comes into play. The imaginary chain allows you to see how everything plays out when you confirm one of your 3 actions. You can see how much damage your attack will do when it hits, if an enemy will interrupt your attack, see if an ally's attack will be successful at launching an enemy into the air, allowing you to adjust accordingly and choose a skill for the next party member that will be more damaging to an enemy airborne. The imaginary chain is not foolproof in predicting how a battle will play out for that turn. Attacks do have a chance to miss, and if they do, it can throw all your plans out of equilibrium. Thankfully, you can see how much of a chance your attacks have at hitting your target clear as day. And well, that's pretty much the gist of combat. Seeing what your opponents will do next, coordinating your attack skills between party members to get the ideal result for each character's turn. This battle system is fun and really keeps me playing the game for the long haul. There could be a lot of thought put into how each battle plays out, but the game is kinda on the easy side of things. On its normal difficulty, you can crush most enemies by leaving the game on autopilot and just using normal attacks for your main character. Even during boss battles, you don't have to pay all that much attention. The game comes in 4 flavors of difficulty, easy, normal, hard, and extreme, that you can change at any time you want. I bumped the game up to hard, and really, the game is still easy. Not even in boss battles that I fought did I feel a little bit of tension. On the hardest difficulty, however, normal battles have the potential of being fatal, and boss battles actually become a fight that will actually have you clinging for dear life. So it's either the game is easy or jumps to extremely hard. I would play on the hardest difficulty myself, but as an old wise woman once said, ain't nobody got time for that. Outside of battle, Caligula effect is kind of average. The story has you trapped inside the virtual world paradise of the Mobius, and everyone outside of your main characters and the bad guys aren't aware of what's going on. It's your job of you and your other students to figure out how to break free, because if you spend too much time in the Mobius, you can die in real life. The characters are okay, nothing all that memorable, and nothing really to write home about. They're all typical high school anime archetypes. The character designs at first I felt weren't much to look at. Most characters have this gray, monotone, pale look that just doesn't captivate me at all, but they have started to grow on me. The graphics are just fine, and I love the overall presentation of the game. Menus are modern and sleek, making the game easy to look at. The game runs great on PC with no slowdowns whatsoever, and it helps battles run extremely smooth. Personally, for me, that adds to the fun factor. I've heard on the Switch that the game doesn't run too well, and well, ideally I think you want to play this game on either the PS4 or on the PC. Now the soundtrack adds to the fun factor for me as well, as the tunes are on the catchy catchy and energetic side of the music spectrum. I also like how the songs plays with the lyrics during battle, and when roaming around the dungeon, it smoothly transitions to the instrumental music. Speaking of dungeons, they're all really repetitive and have the same underlying look for each one. School hallways, towns, festival streets, they all have the same maze look to them no matter how far you get. I mean, there's an in-game story reason for this, as the areas you visit are how the students trapped in the Mobius remembers every little piece of detail of the city they live in, but in my eyes, that's just a cop-out to save money and time on the game development. Now, at the end of the day, as I said before, I like Caligula Effect Overdose, and the battle system is by far the best thing about the game, and if you increase the difficulty, you might get a modest challenge, and the music also stands out as well. The battle system especially is interesting and entertaining enough to push this game, for me, into good game status. Just everything else surrounding the game is a little bit average. So guys, my goal of this video wasn't to give you a complete and utter breakdown of the game, but to give you a surface look at the game and to tell you my overall thoughts. And they are positive for the most part. I'll definitely be playing this game till the end, and maybe, just maybe, I'll make a follow-up video after I complete the game. So that is all for now. I'll see you all in the next video very soon. Of course, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I'll see you later. Peace.